What is going on, you guys? PharozZ back here with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and overall impressions of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and the state that it's in now, and talk about some things that need to be changed before the release come out. Now, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more Call of Duty content. And let's hop into it now. I really don't have a structure to this video. I do have like some major things that I wanted to talk about jotted down, and we're just going to kind of go from there. So starting off with number one, we're going to talk about the snipers and the weapon balance. Now, I know I'm not the only one who had problems with these snipers. I know I'm not the one. I mean, I was just dying like left and right to snipers in the beta. They just feel so strong and they feel so fast. Even the LW3 is supposed to be like the slow sniper, but it just feels like so overpowered. I mean, especially with the attachments on there, it just feels off. I don't know what it is. I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is. And I believe they already nerfed the snipers one time for the weekend one of the beta. But they just honestly need to go back in and relook at those things, because something about these snipers feel just so overpowered. And I know I understand, in other Call of Duties we had, that one sniper like the intervention, the DSR and the ballista and stuff like that, but nothing compared to these. Like, for some reason, these feel like when you're going up against a sniper, like 9 times out of 10, I feel as though you're going to lose. And I've probably lost a lot of times towards snipers in gunfights because something is just off about them. Like they aim in super duper fast. Just like I don't know, bro. And then along with the aim assist on, like, that's not really the problem, but the aim assist helps a lot because it doesn't, most of the time you're getting locked on to the point to where you're always basically aiming at the upper body anyway. Like, so I don't know if they need to knock aim assist down on the snipers or just completely turn them off. Hopefully something needs to get done about them because for me, that ruins it. I understand. I'm not saying nerf the snipers to oblivion to where they're not useful, because people love to use snipers. There are snipers out there, but something needs to happen. It's not fair at this point with the beta and how these snipers were. And then other weapons, the M16 definitely needs a nerf. I mean, that gen is a beamer. I was getting beamed across the map. And even with close range fights, I was even freaking just dying to the M16 when I could have an AR that has a fast fire rate or a submachine gun at that. And I know, with the M16, it's all about how you take your gun battles and how you approach different types of situations, and that could be the cause of me dying to the M16. But other than that, man, the beamer, bro, that joint is a beamer. Like, it really just beams you across the map. So they need to nerf that. As far as any other weapons, I really didn't have a problem with any other weapons. I do think the AK needs to get a buff. That definitely needs a buff. It does not feel powerful at all. It is a hit marker machine. Even with all the right attachments on there, it still feels like a hit marker machine. So hopefully get that. And then I believe with the alpha and the PS4 closed access part of the beta, the Milano was a big problem. Not too many people I ran into with the Milano, honestly. So I feel as though they nerfed the Milano just well. It's still usable, but it doesn't feel as powerful as it was, during the alpha and the first part of the Call of Duty Cold War beta. And then moving on to the second thing I want to talk about is definitely the score streaks or your kill streaks. Now we know we have a hybrid system inside of this year's Call of Duty, and honestly, I'm not a fan of it, and it just doesn't feel right. I honestly feel as though it should be one or the other. You make it score streaks or kill streaks. Treyarch is mostly known for their score streaks. Just take it back to score streaks. Now the reason why I say I don't really like it is because I could have 50 kills in the game and only get my chopper gunner once. Something doesn't seem right about it. In any other Call of Duty, I probably would have looped around my chopper gunner like 2 or 3 times already. So I just feel as though the XP towards your kills, and for me, I gotta say that I love to get kills. I don't really play the objective too much. Now, if I'm playing domination, I'll probably capture flag 4 times in the game, and that's it. But I love to get kills. I feel as though the XP that you get from a kill that goes towards your streaks, it's not enough. It really doesn't feel like it's enough. And I understand Treyarch did come out and say something about, like, if you go on a gun streak or higher, your multiplier is obviously going to increase and is obviously going to give you more score towards your streak. And yes, that may be true, but it just still doesn't feel like it's enough. Like I've went on 10 gun streaks, 15 gun streaks, and still haven't got my chopper gun within that gun streak. And it's just like, well, what else do I need to do? How high do I need to, go on a gun streak to get these streaks? Now, I did not have a problem with getting, any streaks at all. Now, I have looped around the chopper gunner twice. That's probably the most I've looped around. And I've also looped around other streaks twice. Now, it's just something with they just need to up the XP and the amount of kills that you get towards, these streaks. And honestly, that could be an easy fix. It might not be an easy fix, but hopefully they can do it before the end of, or before the, full game releases. And then going on to the third, main topic that I want to talk about is the maps. I'm not a fan of the maps. The maps, they're not it, Chief. They're just not it. Now I do love Cartel. I do like what is it, Moscow as well. So a lot of people might be surprised as that. I actually did my best on Moscow, which is crazy. Like most of my gameplays that I feel as though that I did good on were Moscow. And a lot of people don't like Moscow. Satellite, I'm not a fan of. Miami, I'm just not a fan of. Something with the spawns and how they play the map, it's just weird. The spawns are weird. Like you could be in the enemy spawn, but they're still spawning there, and then they're also spawning to your right, to your left. Your whole team could be on the one other side of the map, and then not really pushing their spawn, but then it's just like, oh dang, after that, boom, somebody spawns behind you, and then it just kind of flips the spawns off. So I don't know if it's just the spawns that needs to get fixed, but for me, Satellite was not it. And then Miami just feels like I could say it could feel like a Modern Warfare type map, because people really don't move in that map. Now it's not as bad as I could say it's not as bad as a Modern Warfare map or how people play Modern Warfare. It's just that it also needs to get fixed, or something needs to happen. People just don't move in that map, and that's the reason why I don't really like that. Now I do have a hunch that when they do add the newer maps, and they do add the older maps like Nuketown, Jungle, Summit, and Firing Range, those maps are going to work super duper well. And I can tell you why, because in Black Ops 4, the maps worked really, really well. Because most of the maps in Black Ops 4, like the original launch maps, weren't all that. And then once they added Firing Range, Summit, and all that, those maps did really well. And I believe that's going to be the same for the maps. Not unless these other maps that we haven't seen, are going to be lit. And I'm not saying I want the older maps, because at a point, I kind of get tired of playing the older maps, but they're also, good. So hopefully, whatever other maps that they come out with the game, they're good, and they're they feel great. And then moving on to the last thing that I want to talk about, and you can't talk about this Call of Duty beta without talking about skill-based matchmaking. For me, skill-based matchmaking is not a problem. I don't have a problem with skill-based matchmaking. And the reason why I say that is because I am one of those sweaties. I love to do well. I love to get a great KD in the game. I love to, get a lot of kills in the game, like I said before. Call of Duty is not going to be the same as it was back then, where you could be like, yo, let's hop on, let's party up, let's just chill, let's troll, let's do something. It's not like that now. A lot more people are obviously better at the game than they were back then. A lot more people are sweating. Also, a lot more people are trying to get streaks and trying to, do really like good stuff with this, when they're playing the game. So it's really hard, to say, look, turn skill-based matchmaking down, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. I really wouldn't. It would just make my job much more easier. But I'm just telling you guys that skill-based matchmaking is here to stay. I'm pretty sure they're not going to turn it down, because Treyarch or any other Call of Duty companies, haven't even spoken about it. It's in the game. We know it's in the game. We're all not stupid, but we know it's in the game, and they can tweak it, under the radar, but it's not going anywhere. So if you're going to play Call of Duty, just come into it knowing that people are going to sweat, people are going to try hard, people are going to be sliding, jumping corners, going crazy. Because Call of Duty is not how it used to be back then. A lot more people play the game serious. So yeah, that's really it. I don't really have too much to talk about. Like I said, if they turn it down, hey, makes my job much more easier. If they keep it the same, I don't have a problem with it. I'm still gonna do me. But yeah, other than that, guys, once again, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Deuces.